about it. However, apparently this Christmas rose is starting to get very hot in the world of gardening, but it can be very difficult to find. If you live someplace where you have no flowers right now, well, guess what? You could have had flowers blooming around Christmas time, even here in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, in Pennsylvania, they bloom around February.
Okay.
So it's also referred to as the Lenten Rose.
Oh, right.
So in warmer climates, it will be blooming around Christmas. So you'll hear it called Helleborus.
Okay.
Lenten Rose or Christmas Rose. And this is so shocking to see something.
These are real flowers.
They are. Look how pretty they are. And they're that cup-shaped flower. And this is not just any Helleborus or Christmas rose. This is a double flower. So you'll see that it's the double petal in here.
That's pretty.
In these beautiful shades of white to green to pink and lavender, and they are so unusual, and they will just light up a garden because nothing else is in bloom.
Everyone's going to be like, what's happening? Do you actually have flowers blooming in your yard right now? And the answer will be yes. Okay. Do want to let you know, this is lovely Barbara King, and she comes to us with wonderful ways to beautify our outdoor spaces. She has an incredible garden shop.
We do.
That's like, has all kinds of wonderful things, but beautiful live plants. If you want to know what's hot in the world of gardening, you ask Barbara, and this is it.
People are dying for this plant right now. They are finding out that this is one of the easiest plants you could ever grow. As my garden friend says, they're totally foolproof. You just give this a shady area, and if you don't plant it in not the full sun, and if you don't plant it in a puddle of water, this plant is going to love where it lives. And every year, it's going to come back bigger and better. And it also...
in shady areas, and you're getting 3 of them. This is really exciting.
And it's crazy to see something blooming in these really cold temperatures. It's so satisfying to see these come out. You know that spring is around the corner when this happens. And the fabulous colors that we have, this assortment that's grown in a field, and they are this beautiful hybridized double petal Helleborus. So if you even do find them out there, it's going to be super hard to find this type, this cup shape, this double petal that's just lush and beautiful.
I have to tell you, I had no idea that this was even possible to grow something that here in Pennsylvania I can have flowers in my garden in February. Depending on where you live, you could have flowers at Christmas time. It's pretty wild.
And they make a great cut flower.
So
and
pretty.
Guess what doesn't particularly like it? Deer pretty much leave this alone.
That's
and
good
rabbits, they are not fond of this. And these, we sell them at the flower shop for just stems and cut flowers. And just a stem we sell for about $6.
Oh my gosh, you're getting
flower.
3 plants. Can you show me how they're going to ship to us?
Oh yes, right behind us here. I mean, look at these beautiful colors in that double petal that's there.
And you'll get an assortment. So there's lots of unique colors. You will get 3 plants.
You will. So you're going to get 3 of these roots here.
So pretty.
Look how lush and beautiful these roots are. So you're going to get these wonderful roots that will take hold, and these you're not going to plant too deep either. You're just going to give it enough room right here. I'm going to dig a hole that's large enough to accommodate these roots without bending them, and you're going to set that down about 1 inch below the soil level, and you're going to water it in lightly there.
This is
water
exciting.
that in lightly, and then once the leaves start to emerge, that's when you're going to give it a little more water.
So think about that. Yeah, like so all the plants that we're purchasing now, we're talking about, you know, seeing flowers this summer. This is the one plant, and this is the first time it's ever been on air, that we're talking about next year having flowers at this time this year.
Yeah, and flowers that you could easily go out and cut, and a plant that's going to do it well in pretty much any soil conditions.
What if it like snows? Could I still have?
They're going to be okay. I just am always amazed when I see them out there. Mother Nature is incredible, and she has created this beautiful, delicate-looking plant that is so rugged, so durable, is going to grow in shady areas. It's going to thrive in those areas.
This is a real flower.
Thrive on neglect. I know. Can you even believe
Thrive
the
on
intricacy
neglect.
in that?
And bloom in the winter. What do the plants look like when they're not in bloom?
Yeah, the foliage is absolutely beautiful. Let me just.
So they'll look
pull
pretty
it.
all summer.
They are.
But then we'll get these flowers at a time where we don't even think it's possible to have flowers.
Yeah, and this is the foliage on here. It is this beautiful waxy green, and they're going to stay in bloom not all summer, but till mid-spring.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that is really, really nice. It's going to give you 3 to 4 months of bloom time. Huge amount of bloom
that's
time.
wild to me.
Very, very, very little work, and this is an amazing.
And they come back bigger every year.
Yes.
So it's a plant that we've never offered like this before. First time ever, we're doing it for 3 easy payments of $14.59, and you get 3 of them. This is the plant that will make your neighbors say, "What is that? How'd you get that?" And it is really one of the hottest things going in gardening. Now, we're not going to ship it to you though until it's okay to plant where you live, so you can see some of our shipment times here. And then, Barbara, can you talk about your return policy?
Absolutely. There's no risk when you order any plant from Barbara King Home and